and welcome back. And we're moving into our final conversation for today. And we started off our show this morning talking about traveling, embracing adventure, having an open mind for a new experience. And we're going to be talking about that now. So we have with us representatives of 3 different chapters of the Btia to tell us about what's happening in their neck of the woods for the Easter. We're joined by Rhoda Gill, who is representing the Belmopan Btia chapter. Right. We're joined by Patricia Johnson, who's representing the Cayo Btia chapter, and Karen Racinos, from Toledo Btia chapter. Good morning, ladies, and welcome.
And welcome.
Interestingly enough, the northern panel was all male, and now this west and south.
See, we represent the hearts.
And you're right. You're totally right.
So I just thought it was balance. We were talking about balance just
a while ago.
But this is definitely very important to people. There's some people who've made all their plans already. They don't need to hear anything. Yeah. Maybe they can plan for next year. But there's some people who are just on the fence and are not sure what to do. So tell us, what is happening in your neighborhood? And let's start with Belmopan. That's most interesting.
It is the most interesting because a lot of people don't realize how really important Belmopan is.
It is.
Just because it's the capital city, you tend to ignore it and say, oh, it's only about Market Square and the National Assembly building, and that's about it. Yeah. But beneath it is this hidden treasure cove of adventure.
Of course.
And within a radius of about 16 miles, Belmopan is surrounded by adventure. We have cave tubing, St. Herman's Cave, Blue Hole, the Caves Branch River, the Caves Branch property caves, yes. Waterfall, river cave, black hole drop are centralized in that area. We have some of the most important resorts in that area as well. So even though you're thinking Belmopan, think outside the box. Yeah. Think outside that circle, and you'll find some of the best adventure.
You know, and I like the fact that we actually got started with Belmopan because let's face the fact, it's fairly cheap to get there.
It is.
It's actually centrally located.
It's easy.
You could go anywhere from Belmopan, southwest, it doesn't matter.
We like to think of it as the gateway to getting to all the other adventures down south, down up west, everywhere.
And why not spend Easter there when there's so many places you could go and not too far out? And I love the fact that you mentioned the 16-mile radius. Yeah. My gosh, why
horseback riding? Horseback riding.
Yes.
Zip lining. The ATM cave. We're all in that radius. Yeah. And that's the really interesting part of Belmopan.
Yeah.
Beautiful rivers right off the Hummingbird Highway, which is so beautiful. The scenery is excellent.
Tell us about the places that do have availabilities or specials for the Easter.
Well, because tourism is such a big industry in Belize, a lot of the major resorts are already sold out.
Okay.
But some of the smaller guest houses and small hotels still have available rooms.
Okay.
And it's easy to stay in Belmopan itself and then go out for the day adventures.
Yeah.
So they do have a few specials. I know Banana Bank for horseback riding, they have some specials. Caves Branch Lodge has some specials. Even though you can't find a room right now, you can still come out for the day adventures.
Ooh, so Banana Bank, you're going for horseback riding.
Right.
And at Caves Branch, what will you do there?
There's 3 major tours that we always recommend as our top tours, which are River Cave Expedition, the Black Hole Drop, which is a 300-foot rappel into a natural sinkhole, and then the amazing Waterfall Cave, again on our property. And we have a special for Belizeans at 50% off.
Oh, wow. That's even great for people who want to do a day trip as well, if they're not actually going to stay. But as you said, there are some guest houses available as well.
And then you can always come out to Caves Branch again for a day pass for a pool and lunch package. And again, those are Belizean prices. And they're on our website if anybody's interested.
Excellent. So that is one of the places that people can venture off to. And if they want to go a little bit further west, they're going out to Cayo.
Yes, we all know west is the best.
You know, we're fine. We're still west. The only people who would have the biggest problem with that would be San Pedro, and they're not here, so go ahead.
Yeah, so
well,
what's going on
over
west?
Easter, we all know that there's a lot of activities. We have the bicycle race passing through Cayo.
Yeah.
Obviously, Holy Saturday is good. Market Day, Cayo has one of the
Oh.
best markets in Belize. There's so much to do in the Cayo area, not just in San Ignacio. So even if you're from Cayo, you could go to Mountain Pine Ridge and spend the day going to waterfalls,
Yeah.
going to my ruins. Remember, entrance is free for my ruins on holidays and Sundays. So just get the family, get in a car, put some gas, and go. If you don't have a car, Belizeing.com is one of our BTIA members, and they have a lot of packages available. Even for Belizeans, you could rent a car, you could book a shuttle, you could book tours through Belizeing.com. Obviously, in Cayo, you have so many properties. You could stay in the Mountain Pine Ridge area. I think Hidden Valley still has some last-minute availability. So does Gaia River Lodge. And Cajalpech, the amazing views there. Just drink a cocktail
best
while
view.
Yeah.
while your kids enjoy the pool.
Yeah.
Just walk around Cayo on Burns Avenue. You could go to Bully Tree Falls.
There's so many great
So
restaurants.
many. Yes,
yeah.
exactly.
Welcome
Guava
centers,
Lim.
you know,
Yeah.
Guava Lim is one of the
one of the best spots
best
too.
spots
yeah, tonight.
in Cayo.
Let me ask you, because I think oftentimes people go to Cayo and they feel like they have to be at a resort to really have a great waterside experience. What are some of the spaces that you mentioned it before, Bullet Tree? That's one. But what are some of the spaces people can go if they're not particularly booked at a major resort to just enjoy the beauty of Cayo?
You could stay downtown. There are some hotels, some guest houses available still, like Venus Hotel. Enjoy Burns Avenue. Go to Clarissa Falls,
Yes,
for
Clarissa
example.
Falls.
Do they
Right up
still
the
have the
street.
rope bridge by Clarissa Falls?
They
Is
do.
it still there?
Yes.
Wow.
And then there will be a new hammock bridge by Branch Mount
Oh.
at the beginning of April, I
Oh.
believe, is the inauguration.
That's always a great adventure.
Exactly. Then if you go to Raspa, you can rent a tube and tube down from Mahogany Hall in Bully Tree, tube down the river. You could canoe down the Macal River. There's so
Yes.
much that you could do
Yeah.
in Cayo. Yeah, there's the pontoon tour now at the Vaca Falls.
Really?
So that's an exciting day. Go out on a pontoon, have a barbecue with
Barbecue.
your friends.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Oh, that sounds like
Fun,
fun.
Yeah, I've heard about it. I've heard about it.
That one is awesome.
Yeah. Yeah, that's already gone on my list of things to do.
And it's easy stuff that families with
Yeah,
kids can go out and have a
exactly.
great
Yeah.
time. It's safe.
And that's one of the greatest thing about Sanina, the Cayo area as well, Western Belize, Southern Belize. It's extremely safe in these areas, and you know there are people who are actually making sure that you're safe. Now, when it comes to food, the best barbecue is in the western part
I
of the
know.
country, right?
Yes, yes.
You guys are throwing around this best. You all are gonna get in trouble.
Yeah.
I did say West. There's no doubt.
Excellent.
Lots to do. Aside from the usual Easter fair
Yeah.
that's happening.
So when is the Easter
Yeah.
fair?
It's always Saturday and Sunday.
Okay.
And where is it held?
It's going to be at the Macal River Park.
Ah. And so again, because we know some people haven't made plans, if they want to go for the weekend, they can find somewhere to stay still.
Yes.
But they can also go up for the day
For the day and
event
enjoy time
itself.
with family. And you could go to Chalk Creek for the day, for example, go to the butterfly farm with your kids, go to the pool, stop at Kaana, have a sweet corn colada, which is absolutely amazing.
My gosh, a sweet corn colada?
Yes,
I've never heard about it.
you should.
There's one spot that stand out to me, and I went there. I had a nice time with having a lunch actually. Juanita's, jalapenos.
Jalapenos.
And the scenery and the
The
my
view.
gosh, it's beautiful.
It's great.
Yeah.
It looks
Where is
great.
that?
It's on the road to Benke.
Okay.
Yes,
So-
just before you get to the gas station,
Yes,
Chook's
just
gas
before you
station.
get to
It's
Chook's gas
as you're
station.
shooting out. It's right there when you're right going to Wings. Right there, and
Yeah.
it's beautiful.
Oh.
Yes.
And great local food. So
Yeah. I went to a Mexican one. I can't remember the name. That was on the way.
Rolson's.
That's it.
Yes, Rolson's
That
too,
was
which of
amazing,
course
yeah.
is elevated, and you could see
Yeah,
the
that's a
entire
great
area.
view, yeah.
The look of Spanish lookout.
Yeah.
These things are nice.
See,
Yeah.
we all have beautiful, there's great stuff to do in the West. And you know what, ladies? Because you don't need to compete, they'll do what? Like 2 days in Belmopan and then 2 days
2
out
days
to
in
Kai.
You have the makings of a Belizean vacation.
Of course.
All right.
And then we head to one, I can't say best because I said no best, right? One of my favorite places
Join
in
the
this
club.
country, Toledo.
Yes.
Well, I'll say we have the best of both worlds.
Yes.
You go, girl. Tell us, what's happening in Toledo?
Because we have the sea, and as well we have the people, the culture. We have chocolate.
Yes.
A lot of
Spices,
people.
seasonings.
You have the,
Yes.
the Mayan sites.
Mayan sites.
Yeah.
So for Toledo, they're for the Easter they have a special for the hunting key. So what you could do, Belizeans could go to Hunting Key for $75
Just
per person for an entire day. So that's something that
Now I
I'm
have
not
to
a-
tell you something, and I said it before, and I'll say this one on air. Some of the most beautiful keys in this country are off the coast at Toledo. I mean, it's just the ideal island that you envision. Not crowded, just beautiful beaches,
Yeah.
beautiful water, and I don't know why people are flocking down there for the Easter. So the Hunting Key excursion is one. When does that happen?
that would be during the Easter weekend.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we have chocolate making. You have as well Hikiti Cottages is offering if you pay for 2 nights and you get third night free.
Yeah.
They do Garifuna drumming. You get to go to the butterfly farm.
Yes.
You have Chabilbe, which is a small lodge off the highway. They're offering a package for 198 US, but it includes 2 nights. You include Creole fire heart cooking and chocolate making, which is everybody's favorite.
Yes.
We have, if you're not interested in that, we also have, you could do the Living Maya experience, where you could actually do tortilla making. You could experience the whole, like the entire way, the Mayan way of doing things.
Yeah.
You have Eladio's Chocolate Adventure.
Yes.
You do the farm tour. You have a traditional lunch. You have a swimming cave. You have which is in Blue Creek,
Blue Creek.
Okebha,
Yeah.
and then you have a lot of things to do.
You can
in
go to the
Toledo.
waterfalls in San Antonio.
Yes,
San
San
Antonio
Antonio,
Falls,
and
Santa
then
Cruz Falls.
Santa Cruz
Yeah.
Falls.
Yes, you could do all these big falls. You could have a
Yes.
nice time. They're rappelling over that side as
Yes.
well. My gosh, you're gonna get into
Zip line.
town.
There's still a zip line as well?
Yes.
Yes, the one
Okay.
in Big Falls.
There's so many things to do there, and one of my favorite places there, of course, is as you get in, you see the "I love Painty" sign. And you
Yes.
go right there to Waluka's, and you take
Yes,
some
you have-
drinks. Oh my God!
You
I
have
want to go
Jump
home.
off the 1 Mile Bridge. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, you could do that. So
You
there's
have
so many-
Asha's Culture Kitchen, and they as well, they are tour operators. So
Yeah.
they usually have like 1-day trips to the West Snake Keys, which you would do a barbecue, then you do snorkeling. So you have a lot of things to choose from.
And let me add that when you go to Snake Keys, it's not even an hour. It's like right over there. Mohoki, the same thing.
Yes.
And don't forget as well, what's the name of it's Punta Negra.
Yeah.
And they normally have an Easter
Oh.
fair as well.
Yes.
So Punta Negra is definitely one of the places that is always on my list to visit when I go down home oh my God, don't start me, please, Barranco. Don't start me.
There are so many different opportunities, and I think that oftentimes people are looking for something
Yes.
different, break the tradition of what they usually do. And obviously, you ladies came with quite a plethora of activities. Now, let's do one more thing. What's some of the most affordable things that are available in your particular municipality?
Cave tubing, zip lining, horseback riding.
Okay. So if I have a tight budget, and I got to get my 4 kids on a bus with me to Belmopan, I may still be able to afford some horseback riding or cave
Absolutely.
tubing. Awesome.
Alright.
And in Cayo,
In Cayo, you get on a bus, you watch the bicycle race, you go to the market, you go to the fair, you go to the river.
Yeah.
Enjoy the day by the water with your kids. Get in a kayak, get a tube.
Yeah.
So easy to do.
Yeah.
Go to Cajalpech, it's affordable. Enjoy the scenery, enjoy the view. Go to Jalapenos.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
A lot
Everything
of
is walking
things.
distance.
Yeah, exactly. It's so affordable in Cayo. So
Wow.
In Toledo, well, you could get on the bus, go, you have the Mayan ruins, you have the waterfalls, you have the rivers and the villages,
Yes.
and the people are very friendly. So you could just walk into the village, and if you like the river, you just go in,
right in.
you jump right
there on
in.
the roadside.
Or if you, when you're in PG town, the sea's
The
right
sea
there.
Right there.
there.
Everybody is
Yes.
right in front.
Yeah.
My gosh.
Well, thank you so much for coming in. Do people contact the BTIA office if they need some help in putting together these activities?
yes.
Okay. Well, thank you for coming in and sharing
So
all
much.
the
Thank you.
details.
I feel Easter.
We're going to go ahead now and take our final break. And when we come back, we'll have our wrap up. So stay tuned.